Seeker back with another video, and today just doing a quick little buyer beware video. This is more of a story time video. It's not a review, so if you're watching for a review on the Neca Hellraiser Ultimate Pinhead, you're not going to find it. If you want me to do it, let me know in the comments, because I actually own the figure now. Let me start with my story. TLDR, I bought a KO Pinhead. I did not know I bought a KO. Now, whenever I found my unofficial Pinhead, which is the one on the right, I know, big contrast. I bet you probably could tell already, but a lot of my friends, when I sent them pictures without labeling them, they actually couldn't tell for some reason, even though the one on the left is clearly better. So last week I was on a huge hunt for this figure, specifically him and some other things, but he was a big one I was looking for. Because again, I'm a big Hellraiser fan. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm a big fan of at least the first two movies. The rest are a bit of a mess, but Judgment. Nonetheless, I love Pinhead. He's one of my favorite characters. I love him. I think he's a cool character. So, logically, I really wanted to pick up a figure of him because I saw some promo shots online. I had seen him before, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to buy him. Stupid me only watched like one video on it, and honestly, I couldn't really tell the difference between the one I found in the store and the in-hand version from the reviews. So I'm like, whenever I found it, I'm like, okay, the box looks open. I was with my mom at the time. I was like, the box looks open. He's kind of in the box pretty weird. And the head looks really odd. Both the heads look odd. I'm telling her, like, why don't you open it to see if it, like, all the shit's in there. And so, like, I open it up. I start posing around. I'm like, it feels right. It feels like an Ultimate figure. Because honestly, I thought it was the 2003 one for a second. And he had, like, a wired cloak. And I'm like, damn, this is really nice. So I bring it home. I pay $30 for it, and the boxes are the same. I even compared the two boxes. The boxes are the same. Thankfully for me, I did keep the receipt because I did think this figure was pretty suspicious. So I take the figure home. I start playing around with it. The alternate hands don't fit on it very well. The hands I currently have on them are the best fitting hands. So I'm like, that's odd. Then, you know, like, the string here, where you're supposed to hold the weapons, breaks. I wasn't able to mend it or anything like that. If you look at the official one here, it's much longer. It's able to hold the weapons with ease. In a second, I'm going to show you them both trying to hold the laminate configuration. Big difference there. So, yeah, I'm going to really compare these two figures. And it turns out, whenever I was going on a toy hunt yesterday, I found another Pinhead. It's night and fucking day. They're two completely different things. I'm so fucking stupid for not noticing it. Alright, let's get to comparing. Alright, so left is the real one, right is the KO. As you can see here, he could hold it pretty much perfectly like he does on the poster of the original film. And he kind of struggles. Also, the paint on the puzzle boxes, I thought it was kind of odd when I picked up the KO version where I looked at the paint and it looked kind of shitty. Did not have that NECA quality, you know, and NECA usually gets everything pretty much right when it comes to how the figure appears. Say what you want about their joint issues and all that. I've never had any QC issues like that with NECA figures until this one. But again, this isn't really a NECA figure, so there you go. But still, yeah, this one is painted much nicer. It's way more movie accurate. The one on the left, again, looks much more like Doug Bradley. This angry head especially really angered me. I thought that looked terrible. I was like, holy fuck, this is really odd. And that's when I really started thinking this could be a KO. And again, the head is just nowhere near as nice as the official one. And again, I'm going to compare the regular heads. But yeah, just look at that. Completely different. Here are the two. Again, left is the official, right is the KO. Here are the two just in a normal pose, not having any dynamic look or appearance. Proportions on this look way more film accurate. That's exactly how he looks in the film. This looks really gummy and weird. And again, when I bought this guy, I just thought he was a stinker. I did not think that he was a knockoff. And again, because he is a good knockoff. I want to clarify this. I'm not saying he's a bad KO. I am saying he is a bad alternative to the official one, which is so good. And honestly, even if you're paying under retail for this guy, unlike what I did, I paid retail price for the knockoff. If you're paying under retail, if you're paying $20, I say for the, even though he's in stock on Big Bad Toy Store for, $31.99, you could probably get him for $36 shipped. If your only alternative is paying $46 for this Pinhead figure online, do it. Don't buy the KO. You're doing a disservice to yourself. Especially if you're a fan of the first movie, especially the first movie. I like the second movie a lot. I prefer the first movie a lot more. Love the first movie. Love it to death. One of my favorite horror films. Then get this regular one. It's so much better. The Neca one is so much better than the KO. I need to clarify that. But the KO ain't bad. And let me show you. You can actually put the official head sculpts onto the KO. And I gotta say, it'll take a second. Yeah, to get this one on, but because I don't want to warp the pins. I'll do a cut. Again, left is the official, right is the KO. Not gonna lie, with one of the official head sculpts on, I did swap out the shitty head. With one of the official head sculpts on, the KO doesn't look terrible. I gotta admit, and I probably would never have noticed it. I probably would have just thought the one on the left just had better paint halves, and I probably would have been stuck with my shitty one if it had the better heads. Because the head is obviously the focal point of the figure. But with such a joke like this is just fucking terrible compared to the other two. Especially, this is disgusting. It's the one I started with just to make a point. That is horrible. That looks nothing like the box. It looks nothing like Doug Bradley. It just looks, ugh. These look good though. Again, if you own one, again, if you're looking for a cheap alternative, if you like both heads, get the KO, man. If you want to display both heads and just swap the heads out, it doesn't look terrible. Just if you're getting the KO, the string is terrible on the figure. You're not going to have a good string on the figure. I'll use this as a pointer. This is, this string here on this one is just terrible. This is much, again, it's longer on this one. It's more durable. This one here, it just looks, it's just terrible. I wouldn't even use it. This one I actually displayed holding the weapons because, again, he couldn't hold the laminate configuration the way I wanted, so just went, with the weapons. Even though who the fuck's going to display their Pinhead figure with these? You want them with the puzzle box. Whatever. Again, this is the official, and this one looks so much better, and then again, this is the KO, but I swapped the head, and it looks a lot nicer. So again, what have we learned today, kids? If the head sculpt looks like shit on your NECA figure, especially if it's more recent, don't fucking buy it. That's if the box is open and the head sculpt looks like shit, you're buying a KO, especially if it's Pinhead. So yeah, again, I got fucked over. Now, I would say I might keep these two, and I'll just do this, what I'm doing right now, and I'll just display this one with the head I choose not to use on the better Pinhead. Or I could end up buying another NECA figure like the Gargoyle from Gargoyles. That figure looks incredible, same price. I mean, I could get myself a Freddy Krueger. I could wait and get the Halloween Kills Michael Myers. Or I could keep this shitty KO one and get ripped off. Now, I'm probably going to return it. We'll see. We'll really have to see. I don't know. I think it's a really funny story. I've been telling all my friends about it for the last 24 hours. I think it's a funny fucking story. I just think that it does piss me off that I paid full price for it. And I knew it was either a swap out. I thought it was just a return. I honestly thought it was just a return. And that when I noticed he had stiff and some loose joints, I just thought that was just a QC issue some guy had an issue with. And I didn't mind it. As long as the figure wasn't broken, I had no issue. I didn't even think the idea of it being a KO in my head. I really should have, because it is a KO. Alright, let's get to the in-conclusion statement. Alright, so in conclusion, what have we learned, kids? Don't buy the knockoff. I would not buy it in general. You're really doing a disservice to yourself. Unless you just need a Pinhead figure and you get them for like 15 bucks online, and you know what you're getting. You're not just getting scammed off Wish or whatever. Because honestly, I've seen Wish sell this guy for the same price as the regular one. That's just not fair. Again, if this was 7 years ago, I would maybe say different. That maybe I wouldn't, not even notice. It's night and day between both figures. But again, if you're just looking for a Pinhead to put on your shelf, you're not wanting that good of, you don't need a great one. You don't want to pay too much. Even though I found this guy in store, you can get the guy on the left in stores currently. He is being shipped out again as a restock. So just get that one, dude. Now, if this is sometime down the line, yeah, the KO's not bad. He has all the features the other one does. Just don't expect him to have good or leg articulation. Again, even worse than the official one. I think the official one still has bad leg articulation. He won't be able to do the two-handed pose with the puzzle box. So if you want to do that, you won't. The angry head looks pretty terrible on, the official one. That's one of the best parts of it. So I really want to clarify that. Again, this is not a review on either figure. I'm not reviewing these. I almost reviewed the KO because I thought it was the official one. Chose not to because it's an older figure. But again, if you want me to review the official one, I gladly will because it's a really good figure. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's been a pretty fun and unique video for me to do. Again, look out. That's a KO. That's the official. So, again, the official's way nicer. It's way better. I would definitely get the official one if you're able to. If the KO is your only option, for whatever reason, pick that one up. It's definitely not bad. Just don't pay $30 for it. I would say the minimum you should pay is 15 bucks plus shipping. He's not bad for 15 bucks plus shipping. And honestly, if I paid that, I wouldn't be returning him. I really wouldn't. I'd probably keep him and just swap the head. I probably still would get this one because it's just so nice. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. That's been a buyer beware on Seeker's Parts. Thank you guys for watching. Funny story here for you today, and goodbye.